Rivers State Executive Council approves the cancellation of contract for the State Secretariat Complex. Senate confirms Amupiton as INEC chairman. Plus, federal government to empower inmates after prison term. Do you love and care about River State and a peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can always watch Rstv News live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for update on our live feeds. Good evening and welcome to the Rstv World News. I am Solomon Nelson Braid. River State Police Command has made another remarkable achievement in a swift operation and investigation into the viral video circulating on the social media space depicting an armed robbery incident at Choba area of Port Harcourt on October 15, 2025 that involved the snatching of a Toyota Avalon car at gunpoint. A statement by Police Public Relations Officer SP Grace Iringe Koko said through intelligence-led policing and technical support, operatives of the command successfully apprehended one of the suspects, identified as Iro Nyang, male, at his hideout in Ikoku, Port Harcourt. She said during the interrogation, the suspect voluntarily confessed to the crime, providing detailed information about his involvement in the robbery incident. The suspect is currently in police custody, and an in-depth investigation has been launched to apprehend the other fleeing suspects, recover the stolen vehicle, and retrieve the firearms used in the commission of the crime. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police, CP Olubenga Adepoju, has commended the operatives involved in the operation for their diligence and swift response, which led to the suspect's arrest. The Commissioner warned that the state will not provide hiding place for criminals, emphasizing the command's commitment to ensuring the safety and security of lives and property in the state. School desks worth millions of naira have been donated to Community Secondary School Ibueche in Eche local government area, River State. The donation was at the instance of a non-governmental organization based in the United Kingdom known as Men of Purpose UK. Correspondent Gospel Anele, who witnessed the handover ceremony at school premises, now reports.
Presenting the furniture on behalf of the Men of Hope UK, the Chief Executive Officer of Lachlan Thyroid Foundation, Dr. Princess Akawo Ezuma, said the chairs and writing materials were symbolic of hope, support, and belief in the future of the youth, stressing that every student deserves to learn comfortably, dream boldly, and grow into confident, healthy, and responsible citizens who will give back to society in their own way someday. She encouraged the students to take their studies seriously and stay focused and use the opportunity judiciously. Dr. Ezuma, who was represented by a veteran journalist, Paul Dambo, used the opportunity to sensitize the students and community members on the goals and significance of Lachlan Thyroid Foundation.
Students here to learn comfortably, dream boldly, and grow into confident, healthy, and responsible citizens who give back to society in their own way someday. The platform to also see how she can touch the students. She is a youth-friendly person. Not just because she's also a youth by heart and by nature and by her age, but she has a passion for youth.
The chairman of Rivers State Senior Secondary Schools Board, Mr. Anthony Egurugu, represented by the zonal director, Dr. Kingdom Moa, lauded the men of Purpose UK for their kind humanitarian gesture and used the management and urged the management, teachers and students to continue to sustain the excellent academic performances of the school.
It's a thing of joy that we have gathered to celebrate the donation of these seats, but it behoves the community to go back and protect these infrastructures.
Also speaking, the PTA chairman and community stakeholders expressed gratitude to the donors and assured them that the community has put in place arrangements that will boost security in the school.
PTA and the school authority decided to engage night security here, and that is why everywhere is calm. And so I'm promising the men of Purpose UK that anything you put here is safe.
Most of us are product of this school, and we have seen that you came to develop us. Whatsoever you bring here will be sustained.
Highlights of the ceremony were special renditions from the students and presentation of gifts. God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
Rivers State Executive Council has approved the cancellation of the 134 billion naira contract earlier awarded to the Chinese civil engineering construction company CCECC for the renovation and furnishing of the Rivers State Secretariat complex. The council has also directed the company to refund the 20 billion naira mobilization payment already made to it. The decision was taken during today's Executive Council meeting presided over by Governor Siminala Ifubara at Government House, Port Harcourt. Tamno Barabi Bulubo has the details.
The Executive Council meeting that was presided over by the Governor also had the Deputy Governor, Professor Ngozi Odu, in attendance. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Works, Austin Ezekiel Hart, briefed newsmen after the meeting and explained that the bidding process for 4 major state projects has now been revalidated, including the Secretariat renovation and major shoreline protection works in Opopo and Koro and Ogbaigbe Mindon in local government areas.
The Executive Council approved cancellation of the contract of the renovation, retrofitting and furnishing of the Rivers State Secretariat complex, and also directed the refund of 20 billion naira paid as mobilization to the contractors. The contract was awarded at a cost of 134 billion, out of which 20 billion was paid as mobilization fee. And the company is China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, CCECC.
In education, the council also approved the setup of 6-member committee to draw up plans for the establishment of computer-based test centers and ICT laboratories across the 3 senatorial districts. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Aziba Olanare Uzoma Mugu, said the move will prepare Rivers youth for the federal government 2026 digital examination directives.
Beginning from 2026, all exams conducted by West African Examination Council and National Examination Council are comply with technology of CBT.
On employment matters, Commissioner for Employment Generation and Economic Empowerment, Chizom Bale, said the council reviewed strategies to create more jobs for young people, assuring that the government will leave no stone unturned in promoting economic empowerment.
His Excellency was very emphatic about employment and empowerment. So in the coming days, we want to assure Rivers State youths and young people that there will be rising tide of employment and still waters of economic empowerment. And we know our governor is one man that when he says a thing, he will leave no stone unturned to making sure that all those things are achieved.
On his part, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information and Communications, Ono Sirawu, revealed that the council deliberated on recent flash floods affecting parts of the state. He said immediate actions have been ordered and urged residents to stop dumping refuse into drains to avoid further blockages.
Council asks that Rivers people should desist. They should assist government by stopping the process of throwing drains and blocking waterways. That's part of our problem. But Council has directed immediate action should be taken to alleviate that problem.
Sarah Warrior found that Governor Fubara remains committed to accelerating development and ensuring Rivers State regains its pride of place in Nigeria. Tamuno Barabi, Iblubo, Rstv News.
Rivers State Governor says Siminala Ifubara has reaffirmed commitment to peace and development in Rivers State, assuring that government operations and key projects are now fully reactivated. Governor Fubara gave the assurance at a meeting with traditional rulers at a banquet hall of Government House, Port Harcourt. Again, Tamuno Barabi reports.
This is the first meeting Governor Fubara is having with traditional rulers after the emergency administration. Governor Fubara said every sector of governance has been activated, with work started on the Port Harcourt Ring Road and contractors handling other projects, including hospitals, returning to site. The governor emphasized that the welfare and interests of Rivers people remain central to every government decision. He called on traditional rulers to sustain peace and support government initiatives in their various domains.
But the most important is we are appealing that we need more peace. And who are the people that will institute this peace? It is the traditional rulers. We know we might have some issues with the political class, but it becomes complicated when the traditional institutions are at loggerhead. So I want to appeal to you. Please, you want us to succeed, ensure that you maintain peace. We'll continue to do what we have promised you that we'll do to uplift Rivers State, to make sure that we are not left behind. In the Committee of States, that Rivers State is counted among the organized, the developed, and above all, a peace-loving states.
Chairman of the State Council of Traditional Rulers, Eze Chike Nwolumodu, thanked the governor for his courage and maturity during the recent emergency period, describing his return as divine. Tamuno Barabi, Iblubo, Rstv News.
Away from that, a one-day Rivers State Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Projects Stakeholders Workshop on road sector reforms has ended in Port Harcourt with a call on stakeholders to improve agriculture, rehabilitate roads, and initiate new ones at rural communities in the state. Gospel Anile reports that farmers, representatives of agencies, ministries, political leaders, and traditional rulers participated at the event.
National Coordinator Aminu Mohammed, represented by the National Procurement Specialist Rabo Emmanuel, explained that available research observed that several rural communities in Rivers State have poor road network to easily convey their farm produce to the markets and to access hospitals. He revealed that the essence of the workshop with stakeholders was to engage them on the rural development reforms aimed at sustaining the projects sponsored by the World Bank and other international bodies in collaboration with the state government, adding that project implementation interference may be controlled if the stakeholders understand the need for synergy to come up with valuable communication. The national coordinator, however, appealed to the state government and House of Assembly to implement the outcome of the workshop using public hearing to achieve the dreams of the project.
We are bringing both the government sectors and the private sector so that everybody will sit at the round table, will all know our roles and responsibilities. And I think this will go a long way to actually reduce the interference that may come up.
Speaking on the theme of the workshop, Stakeholders Consultative Workshop on Road Sector Reforms, the state project coordinator of RAMS, Joshua Bako, and the paper presenter, who is also the consultant of the international community, Graham Smith, said there is need for stakeholders' collaboration to form a board aimed at sustaining the projects, adding that the project is to rehabilitate the existing roads and to open up the new ones where necessary. According to Graham Smith, Class A is federal roads, Class B, state, and Classes C and D are for the local government and rural communities where agricultural activities are carried out.
Here in Rivers, we have estimated that the need for annual road maintenance is in the region of 13 billion naira, and that the state could raise that amount and possibly more with some minor modifications to allocations of revenue.
Instead of the World Bank to send a delegation, a consultant from the international community to Rivers State here, is to see how Rivers State can come together and form a synergy to form a board that will maintain and sustain this route.
Ezigbo Upata III, His Majesty Eze Felix Otuwaripo, described the workshop as timely and called on stakeholders to remain committed to achieve desired results.
Stakeholder meeting taking a deep look at if resources are generated from the rural communities, it is expected that the goods that lays the golden egg should have a lion's share.
The participants were grouped into 3 with separate questions to deliberate upon for a communique. God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
Niger Delta Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Trade, Mines and Agriculture and the SITMA Economic Development Initiative has floated an investment partnership scheme to assist indigenous citizens of the region. The ceremony held at its headquarters in Port Harcourt aims to boost the Niger Delta economy and attract investments, support entrepreneurship and promote industrial growth. Melvin Jackson reports that the scheme aligns with the region's development goals as well as initiatives of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, on job creation.
Chairman of NDCITMA, Ambassador Ederego Gogo Ogan, stated that the partnership is expected to improve the business environment in the Niger Delta. Ambassador Ogan said that the scheme is a significant milestone in NDCITMA's effort to drive its economic vision of creating a conducive business environment that attracts investment, foster entrepreneurship, and promote industrial growth. He expressed excitement at the willingness of the private sector partnership as a key driver of economic development, just as they are ready to work with the Niger Delta Development Commission and other relevant agencies to unlock new opportunities for Niger Delta people to foster development.
We all believe that true, robust and sustainable development does not come from the top. It comes from the bottom. So when you aggregate all of these small businesses and you empower them from an institutional level, then of course you begin to see grains of real economic prosperity. And that's what we intend to do with the Niger Delta.
The Director of Commercial and Industrial Development in the Niger Delta Development Commission, Lina Okara, said the event marks a significant milestone and the investment partnership scheme flagged off by NDCITMA is a strategic initiative that aligns with the NDDC's vision of promoting economic development and improving the quality of life of the people of the region. She commended the Niger Delta Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Trade, Mines and Agriculture for identifying and promoting investment opportunities in the region, adding that the partnership will not only attract investment but also create jobs, stimulate entrepreneurship and enhance the overall economic landscape of the Niger Delta.
It has been a challenge, but the NDCITMA was created 2 years ago. We have seen that this is the best step forward and the best foot forward of NDDC. We are making a difference in the lives of people. Now you see people have opportunities to get small loans, the nano businesses. You have those who are up to the medium scale getting quite a lump sum to be able to grow their businesses because of the investment of NDCITMA in partnership with NDDC.
River State Manager of SMEDA, the Chairman Nasne, others as well as beneficiaries recount the gains of the initiative.
You won't seek for fun and decide to sit back and we all observe national cake. No. this is a different narrative here. We should ensure to get globally competitive and expand our business.
Never expected what I saw today here. I was really looking for money to empower my business, but by the grace of God, the Niger Data program has really empowered me, and I'm happy.
I've been filling forms before. With this, I thought it was just like usual, but I'm really surprised that it's a reality.
Beneficiaries
received checks to expand their businesses.
Melvin Jackson, Rstv News.
This is Rstv World News. Do you love and care about River State and our peace? Let's build and take it to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. You can always watch Rstv News live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. You can also click on the notification bell for update on our live feeds. And in part 2, after the break, fatal bear attacks in Japan hit record number. And in sports, under 20 World Cup, Argentina beat Colombia 1-0 to book final spot against Morocco. See you again on the other side of the break.
Power God is here. Dr. Jesus in action, God is here.
The Omega Power Ministries OPM Worldwide presents
a special program, Business Boom for Mbamont. Do you need power for business boom this Mbamont? Are you tired of slow progress? Are you a trader that need boom in your shop? Are you working but need business breakthrough? Do you want your new customers to flood your shop? Do you want your disappeared customers to reappear? Do you want to move from local businessman or woman to international businessman and woman? Hey, Dr. Jesus has remembered you. In a one-day impartation service titled Business Boom this Mbamont. Date Saturday 18 October 2025. Time 9 a.m. in the morning. Venue OPM GRA branch. Number 2 Greg Oboefe Street near Casablanca, GRA Phase 2, Port Harcourt. Today you shall receive that business boom that will explode you.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
The Senate has confirmed Professor Josh Amupiton as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. The Red Chamber confirmed Amupiton after a voice vote conducted by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and after undergoing screening and answering questions posed by the lawmakers. The Senate President also said that the Office of the Inspector General of Police, having done a fingerprint search on him, cleared him and said that he had no criminal records with the police. Following his confirmation by the Senate, Amupiton will oversee preparations for upcoming off-cycle governorship elections and lay the groundwork for the 2027 general elections. The federal government has said that it was working on partnership opportunities with the Nigerian Bar Association in the areas of empowering inmates after the completion of their term, as well as facilitate pro bono litigation services for those awaiting trials. This was disclosed by the Minister of Interior, Olubimi Tunji Ojo, after a visit to the Medium Security Custodial Center in Kuje Area Council of Abuja. The Minister disclosed that he undertook the visit alongside the President of NBA, AFAM Josiah Osigwe, SAN, saying the initiative was aimed at decongesting custodial centers and also preparing inmates for smooth integration into society. He added that the initiative would decongest centers and prepare inmates for smooth integration into the society to reduce recidivism. The Environment Ministry said on Thursday that Bears have killed a record number of people in Japan this year, just as another possible victim was reported missing. Bears are hungry because of shortages of food, such as corns, which have been blamed on climate change and are encroaching more into towns where the human population is aging and dwindling. The Environment Ministry told newsmen that a total of 7 deaths in the current fiscal year is the largest toll since 2006, when statistics started. More than 100 other people have been left with injuries, including bites and deep gashes from the bear's sharp claws. On entertainment, singer Shay has revealed the reasons for her isolation for over 4 years, citing the need to reflect on her life and personal growth. Don't Know About a Gift brings us this and more on entertainment stories.
In an online interview, the singer said the isolation helped her operate on a different level and has also helped her change the perception she had of men. The interview marks one of the first in-depth public reflections from Shay in years, offering her fans and the public a clearer understanding of why she stepped back and what she gained in the process. She said the journey of isolation blessed her with insight and insight, which in turn gave her foresight, which she said is the biggest gift beside her daughter. Shay, however, revealed why she is not married to the father of her daughter, despite maintaining a close and respectful relationship with him. She said it's a technical issue, but he's great. He's cool. He's around. Singer star DJ Fizzy is back in full effect with his brand new single Vibration, known for his electrifying sets and ability to turn any event into a full-blown experience. Star DJ Fizzy delivers another masterpiece that blends rhythm, energy, and soul into one unstoppable groove. Vibration is a feel-good Afrobeat anthem layered with smooth melodies, catchy hooks, and a pulse that connects instantly with the listener from his first beat. Vibration commands attention. It's that song you can't help but move to. With his unique sound and consistent rise in the Nigerian and global music scene, star DJ Fizzy has built a loyal fan base that trusts him to deliver nothing but hits. The winner of Big Brother Naija Season 10, Opeyemi Anyenwale, popularly known as Emisi, has reviewed plans to establish a non-governmental organization focused on supporting the girl child. Speaking shortly after receiving an additional 2 million naira check from Bet King recently in Lagos, Emisi described the gesture as both overwhelming and inspiring. The prize was awarded for a competition she won while in the BB Naija house, sponsored by a betting company. While expressing gratitude for her BB Naija experience and the latest cash
Well, that's it on the news, but just before we leave, a quick reminder of some of the major stories. River State Executive Council has approved the cancellation of the 134 billion naira contract earlier awarded to the Chinese civil engineering construction company CCECC for the renovation and furnishing of the River State Secretariat complex. The Senate has confirmed Professor Josh Amupiton as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission after a voice vote conducted by Senate President Godswill Akpabio and screening by the lawmakers. We had reported that the federal government has said that it was working in partnership opportunities with the Nigerian Bar Association in the areas of empowering inmates after the completion of their term, as well as facilitating pro bono litigation services for those awaiting trials. And that's it on the news. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I am Solomon Nelson Braid. Good night.